There is a strange video uploaded on Facebook, Vile 3 Ruiz, who has lived in her home for many years and has been experiencing a series of paranormal phenomena, such as events such as flashing lights and objects moving on their own. So he decided to install some security cameras around the house. Hope to capture these strange events. One day, when he was sitting on the couch looking at his phone, the camera recorded the surprising screen. Some plants move suddenly, and then an object falls off the table. Then the cabinet door opened automatically, which alarmed him. Hurriedly fled the room. He mentioned that he was considering moving out of the place, unless someone knows how to get rid of these supernatural beings. But many netizens were puzzled and decided to move out after not staying for so many years. Isn't that the decision you should have made in the first place when you encounter a paranormal event? What do you think about this? In this mysterious film, a man chose to take his dog to camp in the middle of the woods on a dark night. The tent was set up, and he went to bed. However, his silence was interrupted by unsettling voices. In order to find out where the sound is coming from, he decided to investigate, and immediately caught the sound of a woman crying. It creeps him out. When the man tried to look around for the source of the sound, he noticed that the sound seemed to echo from all directions through the woods. Makes it difficult for him to discern his direction. What made him even more unsettling was that his dog began barking at some distant target. A white figure is revealed in the darkness. It's a weird scene. It was as if some unknowable existence lurked deep in the woods. A similar scenario happened in another video. A man named Grizzly Bear Jaji and his dog were also camping in the woods. They chose a grove next to an abandoned railway line that was demolished in 1953. Once the tent was set up, everything seemed quiet. Late at night, Jia Ji was awakened by a terrifying noise. He searched for the source of the sound, but to no avail. After giving up, he returned to his tent and continued to sleep, only to be woken up again. Glowing eyes were spotted in the dark woods staring at him. It was very unsettling to him. These creepy camping experiences have us thinking. What kind of mysterious existence is hidden in the depths of the woods? Stories of those who encountered them in these camps. It seems to be beyond the norm of general camping. Brought unexplained wonder and fear. Perhaps there is a supernatural phenomenon in this dark wood. People can't help but wonder about the fear of the unknown. Texas with Husky, Valdez uploaded a spooky video. At about the end of November, a school security guard during a vocational class. While hanging out on campus, something unusual began to be noticed. When the sky turns dark, many other employees avoid this particular area. And after a certain amount of time, students are prohibited from loitering around the area. This school should be built on top of the cemetery to be famous. Photographs of old cemeteries and tombstones in the corridors of the campus add to the eerie atmosphere. Some of the cleaners used to work at this school unanimously says something strange and inexplicable happens every night. The current cleaner has also gone through some. It creeps him out, so he decided to record it. I'm in the studio now. I'm in the editor's toilet right now. Let me show you. Let you know that this school was built in a temple. I don't know if this will help my condition, but my previous editors told you everything. Something terrible happens every night. I don't know what horror or whatever, but I never believed it. I'll clean up here tonight. Some students are after the party, but this is the one that scares me about. It doesn't matter what school I'm in, or I decide to do. It will only follow me. You idiot. Now there's you on camera. So, we're going to, well, you see. Over there. Well. Okay. You see. Oh. No. No. It will only follow me. No matter what. I can't. In a classroom. He noticed a set of balloons. One of the balloons appears to be moving. He even followed the cleaner as he leaves the classroom. It made him shudder. When the cleaners evacuated along the hallway, suddenly, he saw a dark figure quickly moving through the hallway. This frightened him into deciding to end the night's work early. However, the next night, when he returned, he was shocked to find the red balloon waiting at the entrance to the dark room. Reminds him of the horrific experience he had had the night before, so he decides not to enter again. Since then, the cleaner has been afraid to work the night shift alone. This series of mysterious events has not only affected his work, it also creates an eerie atmosphere in the school. One can't help but wonder if the school is really under the influence of supernatural forces. Perhaps the history and location of this school making it a place full of incredible events. Do you remember what we've covered many times before? What about the one on the Hooker YouTube channel? Not only has it experienced many paranormal phenomena, even in the house before, shadow figures were captured. However, even if moving to a new house, and the creepy phenomenon only to come back a few weeks later haunts it. To solve the mystery, it has installed security cameras all over the house. Unexpectedly, some amazing images were captured. Sheriff is calling. Bab. Hello. Bab. Max. Someone was in my toilet. In a room somewhere. Who's here? Hello? Oh my God. Come on, Max. Max. Come on, Max. Come on, Max. Come on, Max. Come on, Max. When he was alone in the bathroom at home, he heard a voice coming from the closet on the other side of the room. So he decided to record it and check it out. Shocking picture display. A black shoe emerges from the closet. Even more disturbing. In the dark closet, a pale face appeared. He was so frightened that he immediately fled to the garage. He mentioned that anything there was taller than him. The black shoes sticking out of the closet were not his. After the camera captured this scene, due to the phone running out of battery, The camera turns off suddenly. I've been working here for 3 years now. In addition to using these things, I don't know if I want to use it or not. I don't know if I want to use it or not. Should you use it or not? If anyone is here, say yes, please. If anyone says yes here. If anyone is here, please put this round circle. Transfer to yes. I don't think I have to operate here. I think if you're on site, you can move it yourself. I've seen you move things around my house. Many times. If you are there, you are willing to talk to me. Please transfer that round. After a few weeks, many objects move on their own. In one of the scenes, there is even a dark shadow figure. Give somebody the creeps. Although Nick admits that he is not good at editing, but a creepy photo turned out to appear. has 3 scorch lines in it. But look at the middle one. It's another entity that is imitating it. It could even be worse. Generally, Nick's situation is getting worse and worse. And these are just the tip of the iceberg. The next video is played by user Geigerphrasm, posted on the popular Ghost subreddit. He claimed that the video was made by his mother, captured by surveillance cameras. The content shows that his brother will have a Christmas tree. Put it in the trunk of your car. Plans to drive it home later. However, in the process, the camera captured an undeniable one. A chilling scene. In a film, a creepy pale figure moves behind trees in the background, then slowly disappears as it descends. Seconds later, when the man tried to close the car door, 2 hands can be seen sticking out from under the car, one after the other. Pinford stood by the car door and tried to grab him. This moment is truly creepy. However, whether ghosts are actually involved is still an open mystery. The scenes in the film are impressive though, but it can also be caused by light and shadow or other paranormal phenomena. The audience should be cautious when evaluating and not be gullible about everything. Such films always spark discussion and speculation, but the truth still needs to be further examined and analyzed. What do you think this will be? In 2007, there was a video on YouTube, live in the circle of paranormal enthusiasts. At that time, this film was considered by many people the most scalp-tinging movie they've ever seen in their lives. It is one of the attractions in the supernatural film. The girl in the film is dancing and framed with a video camera. I'm recording this hilarious scene. Didn't take long for her to find out. Suddenly, the voice of a little girl appeared at the door. Long white face and long black hair. The height looks like it's floating in the air. It's like being attracted by the joy of the girls. So I came to check it out. Friends who saw this scene immediately rushed to the door. The girl's ghost immediately flinched, and now it appeared above the second floor. It's incredibly fast. The girls quickly left the house. When I turned around and looked back at the second floor of the house, the girl with the camera points to one of the rooms. A vague dark figure was standing inside the room. Then he reappeared downstairs. in a house where no one is. Who else will be that little girl who comes out of the shadow? See the scene. The two men screamed in fright, left the house, never going back. The film quickly spread that year. Quite a few people believe that the little girl is real because of the post-production technology of the year. It was nowhere near as developed as it is now, and a very everyday film. The filming process was so chaotic again. It's not easy to replicate. So what do you think? Flying Air's office building. A Reddit user uploads a video. The man in the film is in the middle of the night. I came to an eerie office building to explore. In addition to the place where the lights shine in the film, all around are stuck in kind. The darkness that you can't see your fingers in. This office building is very large. When you come to a certain floor, he heard some strange whistles. In this rope building, this sound is particularly noticeable. It's also extraordinarily human, but a man of commendable courage, apparently not affected by the sound, or even go to the source of the sound. Walk cautiously in the hallway. When he came to one of them flashed open doors. Without hesitation, he walked into the empty room, accompanied by creepy screams. The man boldly walked into one of the small rooms. The screams are getting more and more pronounced. He also clearly noticed that something was wrong, acting more and more cautiously. Suddenly, the camera seemed to be hit. Now the man stepped back in fear. Of course, all the shots in the room were also taken. A very clear black figure appears in the room. No facial features are visible in the picture at all. But the movement is very clear. It's like driving the man away. Many people have memories of the authenticity of the film, but there are also some who believe it. Somewhere on the continent, something shady is going on. As for the terrible screams, do you think it's true? A nurse at the Flying Gases Hospital. Almost not so long ago, a video was uploaded on a well-known Mexican adventure channel. It has attracted the attention of a large number of netizens. In the film, he arrives at the Cancun Temple in Mexico, a long-flying hospital. It is also rumored that the hospital is haunted. It immediately attracted the attention of paranormal lovers. The members of the expedition who came to the entrance of the hospital. Soon their cameras were ready. Begin their adventure. Compared to the dilapidated ruins of the past, it is extremely chaotic. The swivel here can be reflected. At that time, the luxury of the hospital was extremely high. They looked back and forth on the empty floors here. It's only been a long time. A figure appeared. It quickly made them nervous. Go. Hello friend, go check it out. We can't run in the water. Check out the end of the hallway. A figure with an umbrella appear in their line of sight. Homeopathy aroused everyone's curiosity. They shouted excitedly. More to make them interested in this expedition. Showed a strong interest. They continued to walk deeper. Soon, Other dark shadows were captured. It made the men more and more excited. They live in hospitals with impunity. It's not like an adventure at all. It's like coming to a party. Until they saw it, so that they can be in place on the spot. It's like somebody is doing something here. A few candles and a fire. In a dark hospital. It looks particularly dazzling. It's just that it's scary to think about. Except for their abandoned hospital. There are presences that they can't see. The idea led them to retire under wrap for a while. But I haven't had time to think about it yet. He sensed something unusual around him for a moment. At the end of another hallway, they spotted a white shadow. The white shadow looked like a girl, dressed in a white robe. And the other party feels that he is not afraid to confront her. Just stand. It seems to be observing the expedition members. After a while, before turning and leaving, it was said, like a nurse in a hospital, guarding this hospital. What do you think? Spirits in a Ouija board. If you are a spirit, arrived at an abandoned haunted house, unlike other expeditions, they came to the side of the abandoned clothing bureau. Clip your equipment behind the haunted room. Right in the other room. Begin the summoning ritual. After a few minutes of calm, it passed quickly. However, they couldn't see the other room. The camera captured a lot of incredible images. Is there anyone with us tonight? I'll ask again. Is there anyone who is accompanying us tonight? Is anyone Fabio or Kevin? Is there anyone who is accompanying us tonight? Two of them were performing the summoning ceremony. Strange noises began to emanate from the supernatural room. The source of the sound was the depths of the dark hallway. Next, a piece of cloth is left without any external force. Suddenly it flew. Suddenly, the lights that had been used for lighting stopped working. It's like someone turned off the power supply. None of the movements in the room attracted the attention of the two expeditions. This calm did not last long. An inexplicable sound frightened the two resting expedition teams into a state of flux. They just stare in the same direction. They didn't dare to make any moves. If you look closely at the candle flame, you will notice that the wind suddenly becomes stronger indoors. Under the flickering candle flames, it made the atmosphere even more eerie for a while. Voices kept coming from Lin Yi's room. The bricks that appear to be placed in the corner of the wall have been moved. Then he was kicked away vigorously, and one of the white cloths on the ground. It's like someone with an injured foot stepping on it. It was slowly dragged away. As time passes, the agility is also becoming more and more obvious. The two of them also took the opportunity to use the command board. Perform the summoning ritual again. And what's going on in the room? The master confirmed that they had been summoned. We have to turn it off. Turn it off. We have to turn it off. We have to turn it off. We have to turn it off. Suddenly, in that freezing room, the camera seems to be moved by a force. And when the two were entangled, I was startled by the sound of mud that looked like a girl. One of the team members said he was not feeling well, wants to quit the ritual. However, another member of the team insisted that he could not leave until he had completed the ceremony. The two continued to argue until the board moved. They were so frightened that they threw them on the spot. It was as if it had angered the spirits in the room. Something was wrong between the two. Pack up immediately. Leave the scene. The next video was uploaded by a netizen. The footage was captured by a computer camera. A short video that has also attracted attention on YouTube for a while is displayed on the screen. A man sits in front of a computer, on the phone with his friend. But I never expected it. The webcam seems to have captured some. the man seems to see something strange in the computer screen. So he turned around and looked. But I didn't find anything. Since this video was uploaded 15 years ago, resulting in a relationship in which the picture quality is not clear enough. It's hard to tell what that figure is. Some say it's like a doll. Others say it looks like we don't see it. Creatures that have been seen. What do you think? The next film is related to a disappearance case. Let's take a look at the specifics first. The third time I got up, I was confused. What did we encounter in that place?
That can't be. That gets us not fucking.
You put me here.
What the fuck is going on out there?
Lights, I can't see these night scenes. I don't know where I am. I was deluded. I'm thinking about the darkness. This is the end of the film. The man who shot the film was called Jeff Kessler. He was camping in the forests of Oregon at the time. We can also learn from his films. He encountered something strange. That's it. And from this night onwards, Jeff Kessler was never seen again. His camera was found by a paramedic worker. And what's even stranger, the camera was hidden behind the camp, underneath a pile of burnt firewood. The caregivers also found his camping gear, and his car as well as his wallet, personal items such as mobile phones. But he just didn't find him. So could Jeff Kessler's disappearance have something to do with this mysterious guy? After watching the above clip, do you think that the forest is actually a very dangerous place? That's right, it is. Not long ago, an explorer encountered something strange while camping. But he was lucky, he ran out. This picture was captured by a factory's surveillance equipment. This frightened the night duty officers at the time, because he went to check the place and there was nothing. The video was filmed by a roadside surveillance device. Surprisingly, what the hell is this? Flying at low altitude and still so huge, it shouldn't be a living thing, right? Look closely, never blink. Otherwise, you won't be able to see it. People who do nothing have also discovered this strange phenomenon. Why did these two people disappear all of a sudden? In this dark night, this girl is going to investigate. This is a house where horrors have happened. Once a family died in this house. The murderer is said to be the mother of the family. The mother suffers from mental illness. That night, she was manipulated by illness and killed her husband and 2 children. The mother has now been arrested, but it's the people around here that are weird. I was able to hear a woman's screams in the house at night. So now let's go inside. Come in, come in, come in. Go report it. Is there anywhere else? Don't want to go any further. Which one? The feeling of not wanting to go any further. Very strong. How it feels. Maybe it's here. Very ordinary. It's ordinary for me. What's the difference? Although the atmosphere is different. Absolutely. What is that? Absolutely. So don't want to go any further. Absolutely. But less. This one. All right. You go here and report it. Report it down. Is there blood here? Ah. I can't see it in this room. Fujiku. Be quiet. Okay, looks good. This one. Report it down. We'll turn brown half time. Will it change brown? Feel. This was 3 years ago. 3 years ago. Didn't turn red? Didn't turn red? There is a reddening of this is the most recent. This is not recent. No. The announcement was not long in coming. It appeared quite early. Who's coming? Who's going? It's horrible. It's scared to death. After an investigation by two people, they noticed a strange sound that had just appeared. It was emitted after a glass door had fallen. But the glass door wasn't damaged. How could it suddenly fall? The two didn't think much of it either. They continued to explore. At this time, they had already reached the second floor. I'll go over there and have a look. I did hear that it was my father's room. So the color just now is weird. The color of red is strange. It's a recent color anyway. What's going on lately? Who came in? Okay, then let's report. Report it down. What? I really don't like it. What? This one. Absolutely. Before we go home, this is already an event. No. This is already an event. This is already an event. I really don't want to come in again. Report first. What to report? After work, remember to go home in time. Otherwise, something terrible will happen to you. That is, you are too unlucky. Could this be a prank by a colleague? According to the woman, one night not long ago, the surveillance equipment in her house seemed to have captured a ghost. So let's see what happened. This was filmed on a live show called Patrol Scene. Have you ever seen a black shadow suddenly flying in front of the screen? This is a strange picture taken by a tourist while attending a concert. The young man has something painted on his hands. The smell of that stuff might be particularly appealing to these bugs. That's why these bugs dance with the young man's hands. A young man named Nuya, not long ago, drove through a forest in Oregon because it was a night drive. The more he walked, the more sleepy people became. And then he simply parked the car in an open area on the side of the road, and Nuya went directly to sleep. But it's all in this situation, and anyone should not be able to sleep. And the next day, Noya discovered something even more terrifying. The most curious thing is, what was outside the car last night? Is it human? If it's a human, it's probably a thief. However, the thief must have taken a flashlight and shone it inside the car. He didn't do that, and Noya didn't see any light. Aren't there people outside the car at all? The picture we see now is a giant mummy found by archaeologists inside a cave in Nevada. He is 10 feet tall, and according to experts, the mummy has red hair. It's a lot like the mythical race that the legend said ruled the American Southwest thousands of years ago. In fact, there are many documents in the Bible that contain references to giants. It seems that the legend is not groundless. Well, the time of terror is always short-lived.